Hi everybody, welcome to video 7 in our spring bake series. Now, I didn't bother to clean up my mess again because you know where we left off, right in the middle of a big circus of a cover. So I was looking at this and they looked so tiny in amongst the seal cream. I decided to take two 8.5 by 11s so that I could cut them this way, the 11-inch way, and get a bigger piece, a custom size piece to fit on here, and then we would put these pieces on there, and I think that looks nifty neato with that wood pattern. So we're also going to use some lace, and we're going to put the lace, you're not really going to see it, are you? I say we're going to put the lace from here to here. We won't really see it because it's only going to be 1/4 of an inch. Okay, never mind. It would have been pretty though. It would have looked like they were hanging from the wood. But 1/4 of an inch at the top and the bottom, you're not going to see it. Plus that lace is thin, so against that brown it doesn't really show up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue these on here. And then we're going to glue them on the cover. Then we're going to do the holes. I inked these. I don't know if I said that or not, but I did. Ink them, not say it. Maybe. And I did have to print those out because the 8.5 by 11s ran. Well, I didn't have two, first of all. And then the other one I had was not printed borderless. So what happened was the fix this and then I'll finish my sentence. Okay. All right. This is the front cover. So I had to print out two 8.5 by 11 borderless. Now you don't have to worry about losing part of the picture because this is just a wood grain pattern. And it's not a picture with elements and people and trees and cupboards and whatever. So where you would notice that, you know, a little bit was cut off the edges. I'm having some weird shadows lately. I don't know if I'm... Oh, I did move a light. I moved my big light by accident. I tripped over it. I know. It's a floor lamp. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm landed in a pile of paper. And plastic bags. Okay, so there's the back cover. Okay, so that's the back cover. Let's glue the front cover on. White makes your eyes hurt. Well, it may not make yours hurt from there, but it makes mine hurt from here. Because you're so far away. So yes, this cover's been a little bit of a challenge. I would have to say. I wonder if I've got a big long piece of that wood grain vertical left. I should. I bet it's not big enough though. I was thinking I could put it on the spine. Okay. Very nice. We could have put some of this ink on this and made it multicolored. I could have checked and not noticed that there was a seam right there. Another reason I guess I won't be selling this book. I don't think, unless I can fix a couple things. I should be able to, but I'm just saying. Sometimes I get in my own head. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Things are so small. The discrepancies are so small that because I'm making it, I know it's there. But if a casual person just looked at it, they would never see it. They would be too busy oohing and eyeing over all the other parts. Yes. That was a joke. I figured out why you could see that so much at the top, because it smooched over and it made a big smear of glue instead of the evenly spread whatever that I had intended. All right, that's too far over. Where is that? Oh, not really. Well, that's pretty. Well, isn't that convenient? I have two. Okay, let's flip it over. So we want to cover up all of our sins. Still need to be able to fold it. All right, let's try that and see. Okay. Well, isn't that lovely? I say let's do it. Let's ink it. If we had a wider piece of it, I would almost put a piece down the middle on the inside. But we're going to do something a little different, I think, with this one. So I don't think I'd really want to be experimenting. On top of an experiment. Yes, I've got the cover looking all right, and now I'm going to experiment on it. Because, you know, that's just the way I roll. And that gave us another scrap. Darn. Well, I don't think that counts because they're on extra papers that we had to print out. What do you think? Wink, wink. Technically, no, that one is technically a scrap. It's big enough to be used. Okay. Look at that. It's looking good. Looking good, you guys. I like it. It looks very warm and inviting, I think. Let me open it up. We've got these. We've got our farmhouse wallpaper and our baseboard. Stripies. Okay, well that's not really how they painted the kitchens, but these people are fashion forward. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the holes for the cord. Now, normally with a one signature, this would be easy. We'd go 1.5 inches in. Excuse my voice. We'd go 1.5 inches in, and then punch the holes 1/4 inch down from the top and the bottom. Easy peasy. Well, I've decided I want to put 4 holes in, because I think I'm going to take this and put it on a cord. I think in the middle of the middle one, I'm going to put some coffee dyed paper and make like a writing book out of it. And then you'll also be able to write inside these two big file folders. You got that? So probably won't have time to do that on camera. Maybe we will. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our Tim Holtz ruler because it's got the dots and we can see what we're doing. It's clear and it's got the intersecting lines. All right, so we want to go one and a half. So we want to go 3/4 of an inch in. It seemed like a silly arbitrary place to put that. I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch in. Last time I made a dot like that, it was unerasable as well. Okay. Then we're going to go halfway between that and that. So 3/4, half of 3/4 is 5/8. Did I crack this? I think I did. That would be the second one of these I'd broken if it breaks all the way. Okay, so we've got 1.5 inches, 3/4, then not 5/8, 3/8. 1, 2, 3/8. 1, 2, 3/8. Okay, and then we're going to use our T-square. To make sure our lines are straight top to bottom. Okay, so I know it's going to be right about where the paper meets the paper, so I'm just going to make a really light line there. Make another really light line there. Then when I measure the, did I even measure this in? I don't think I did. I think I just arbitrarily decided it was going to be just on the inside of the paper. Okay, we're going to make it just on the inside of the paper. Gosh, that being crooked really annoys me. Really bugs me. What could I do to cover that? I can't put lace because there's no room for lace over here. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to suck it up and say it's crooked. All right, so we're going to take our crocodile. I'm going to put it on the 3/16. I'm going to punch a hole with the 3/16 right where that dot is. So I made the edge of the hole even with the edge of the paper, okay? So when we bring the punch down, we want the edge of the punch even with the edge of the paper. They're still a little bit off. Okay. Just for the record, I don't think I've ever done one of these where I've gotten all 4 of them straight. I almost always have one off. Yeah. this one is correct. So this one's a little up. This one is correct. So this one's a little bit up. As long as they're the same width apart, which it pretty much looks like they are, then we'll be fine. Okay. So now let's put the eyelets in. Now you don't have to use eyelets. You can just leave it like this if you want. You don't have to use eyelets. But I'm going to. But I'm gonna. And I think, I'm wondering what color I should use. I'm almost thinking this warmest color. These are the warm browns. Oh, I like that color better. Now, here's hoping I don't have any trouble. I wonder if I should do it in this color just because of the way this has been going. At least I have some extra eyelets just in case. Boy, that's a very pessimistic view, isn't it? Okay, and you're going to put the eyelid in the hole. Move that up to eyelet setter setting. And then proceed to center it. Install the eyelet. Remember to install the pretty part on the outside. And you can do this through lace too. So if you have lace on your spine, most thinner laces, you can punch right through it and make your hole. So you don't have to cut your lace off right here is basically what I'm saying. Basically. I like this color anyway. Yeah, see there's a little bit of a dent I think in that one. Not really though. Just might be the light. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my white cord because it's the heaviest one I have. I have a brown, but it isn't very heavy, and we've got this huge heavy signature to put in. And so I don't want the elastic to be stretching. So I'm going to put this through here. I'm going to run it over the top because I don't really need to put it through the middle yet. Just to get an idea where to cut it. You can also dye this cord. I've rubbed mine in ink before. Note, if you do that, make sure that your ink on your cord dries before you use it. Doesn't sound like I've done that before, does it? We're just going to tie it. We have plenty because I just laid them down next to each other. Okay, I'm going to leave that on there for right now because I probably will unstring it and put the brown on when I get it, unless well, the white's not bad. Wish I had a cream color. Okay, we'll do the same again. Well, I have tied it before around the outside on one end. But you can't fit the spool through. So, yeah, that's going to be tighter. Okay, so all we need to do now is to take our big fat book, but I think we should do the back one first. Now, oh, I wanted to put this on the cover. I've got these two decorative paper clips, and I think I'm going to use it since it's not the full size. I think I'm going to use it to hold them shut. Now, all I'm going to do today is we're going to just put them on here and we're going to paper clip them shut. But then just remember that we're going to open this back up, and in the center of this one, I'm going to cut some coffee dyed paper and fold it in half and put it in there. Okay? So for now though, we're going to have to do them this way. Oh, I did one at the opposite end. Huh. Alrighty. No accounting for taste. I'm just going to slide this through here. And then I'm going to use the, no, might not be all right like that. I'm using this writing cards. This other's going to be so fat. Well, you can do it either way. This one's going to be very, very fat, and it might push this flat anyway. Okay, here we go, fatso. Okay. So we're going to try to get everything even, Steven. Then we're going to slide it underneath. Oh, I need to darken that tab up. I thought it looked the cream color looked too light. Okay, so that's in. So let's see. It is awfully big on that. Looks like it's off center on this end. That's the problem. And the papers isn't centered on the bottom. Okay. So I think I might leave these just like this as writing cards, because this is so fat. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and see. Okay, let's put this on the front. Now, of course, it's sticking up a little bit from the signature and a little bit from the book not having been closed, you know, for any length of time. That signature is pretty big, though. But putting it on the front half of the spine gives it more room to open towards the back. So it's kind of tipped down. I don't know if you can see it, because once I stand it up, you probably can't see it. But it's tipped this way, and it expands out in the back, and so that relieves some of the pressure on that front cover because it's at an angle. Anywho. I forgot to cut it first. And we do have to ink it a little bit so that it matches. I'm going to get this centered first before the glue dries. And I'm not going all the way in, I'm just doing the edge. Now that I don't have to worry about it, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to put it even with the bottom of the paper. Not this paper, but this paper. Yep, I like it. This is our bakery. Okay. And tie it shut. And that'll help close our cover down. Tie it good and tight and leave it for a while. See, we have that big floppy bow. Gotta love it. I love it. Let me clear this stuff out so we can take a look at it. What do you think? I think it turned out pretty. Very pretty, very, very pretty. All right. Well, the next video is going to be the flip through, and it will be on YouTube without, the link being shielded, because I want everybody to see it so they can see what they missed out on, because I'm evil that way. And so don't get upset if you see the flip through on YouTube and think, wait a minute, she said you couldn't get those videos except in the coffee shop place. Now I'm thinking about taking the videos out of the coffee shop and putting them on YouTube and just leaving the discounts. It's still, 20% and 10% discounts on everything in the shop. So if you're buying a book, that could be significant. All right, so that's up to you, whatever you want to do. But I'm just thinking about it at this point. I haven't quite decided, and I will make an announcement in the members area, because the 2 groups of videos, or 3 videos series, will end up going live then. Anyway, I just started meandering down a trail. So anyway, I'll see you on the flip through, and the flip through will be public, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.